Hello, Virgo. Let's jump right in and see what are the strongest messages and energies surrounding you at this time. There are no timestamps on these videos, so trust that if and when the message finds you, there's something there for you, okay? Thank you to everybody who has liked, shared, and subscribed to these videos and this channel. It really, truly goes so far, and I'm really, really immensely grateful. If you are new to the channel, welcome to Vivacious Box. All right, strongest messages and energies for Virgo. Let's start with these two then. Okay, we have the King of Athames, which is the King of Swords in the Green Witch Tarot deck, and Nature, which is also represented as the Devil energy. This is an interesting combination because, so I love the way, first of all, that this is depicted, because it is kind of this, when it talks about nature, it's talking about like trusting these natural instincts that you have. For those of you who have been kind of on this journey lately of learning to strengthen your in intuition and, most importantly, your own foundational trust within yourself, this message will really resonate with you. I can resonate with this as well as a fellow Virgo. There's been a series of situations and events that have been coming up that have been intended to solidify more and more and more you trusting those natural gut instincts. It's very much in Virgo character to be very nurturing, to be very caring as an earth energy. We like to see the good in people and situations, and so we tend to allow things to kind of slip away or to our judgment to be clouded a little bit. So there's been a number of, I'm hearing the word shocking experiences or events over the last little while that again has been coming in for you to learn to use your discernment, to use the logic and reasoning of your mind, right? Like if you are put into a situation and you're getting a certain feeling off of a person, but you want to see the best in them, you might be overshadowing that initial gut response you're having by saying like, I'm sure they mean well, right? It doesn't mean that they're a bad person by any means, but if your gut response is telling you that something is not right, then you are being shown and guided towards trusting those initial responses more and more and more, okay? Because the whole point of this is like there's the, in traditional decks, the devil is represented as temptation, right? Recognizing when something is a temptation and whether or not you're going to feed into that. And that's exactly what this is talking about, again, about those natural instincts. Are you going to trust that gut response, or are you going to allow the hope and the desire for the situation to be different than what your gut is telling you to take over? Okay, let's dig in a little bit further here for Virgo, please, and thank you, Spirit. Strongest messages and energy surrounding Virgo at this time. Okay. I was just like, oh, there's gonna be a whole whack of them fall out, and there was another one too. Yeah, all right. Leave that to the end, they say. Okay. Right, okay, yes. So the Chariot and the Two of Wands, this is literally what we were just talking about, the whole mind over matter kind of thing, right? The Chariot is about, it's Cancerian energy, which is, again, more so about emotions and water energy, but it is talking about taking control over the reins, taking control over your thoughts, taking control over your emotions, and just navigating as best as you can. You have no control over anyone or anything that is outside of yourself. You only have the ability to take control over what you have control over. And it's finding a way to find this harmony and balance between, it's like listening to the logic and reasoning of the mind, but also appeasing the desires of the heart. There can be a harmonious balance between the two. And that is what this crossroads energy with the Two of Wands is about. Again, it's like, am I going to think about it this way? Okay. Again, this situation pops up and it's like, it could feel scary and it could feel painful to trust your gut instinct and say like, I'm going to remove myself because it makes you feel a little bit sad to remove yourself. But then there's also that potential risk that if you let this go out, it might actually be more painful in the long run, right? Because that person or that situation is not learning a lesson. You were not trusting your initial instincts, and it kind of gets bigger, right? Like the after effect is even more so than it would have been if you had just trusted your gut to begin with. You have the Siddhi, which is the Temperance card, Six of Chalices, and the Sun card here to wrap it up at the end. This is literally you alchemizing right now, okay? This is you learning from past experiences and situations, relationships, connections, whatever it might be, and using that inner wisdom and knowledge that you have right now to determine when something does or does not feel right to you. You know, like again, that experience, like, are you're in a situation where you want to see the best in a person, but are you going to allow that want for the situation to be better than what is presenting itself to be the thing that's leading you? Or are you going to just trust that, you know what, I'm probably better off, and it's probably better off for this person in the long run if I pull back now? This is going to bring you to a place of pure bliss and happiness with the Sun card, Virgo. Like, I'm so glad to see this at the very end, because this is a challenge. This is definitely a test to your wisdom and knowledge, but you are going to be successful at the end of it, okay? All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here with me. I so greatly appreciate you, and I will see you in a few days. Bye.